Hello and welcome to your social science class. I'm Sukhdeep Kaur, your social science teacher. Today we are going to start the discussion of the question answer of our chapter number 7, that is India's cultural roots, within which we have discussed about different types of school of thoughts in the terms of Vedic school of thought, Jainism, Buddhism, and one more that was out of the way. Concern is these three are almost similar and different at the moment, but that was completely out of the way. Their approaches were quietly, out of the track. So let's start our today's class with the question number 1's discussion. Now our question number 1 is asking about imagining yourself as Nachiketa. Who was Nachiketa? If you remember, within the chapter we have discussed about 3 stories. उनमें से एक थी नचिकेता की, and he was having a conversation with the god of death, Yama, Yamaduta. So in this question, you have to imagine as Nachiketa and you are going to meet the god of death, Yama, Yamaduta. Then how you are going to put up some questions in front of him, the questions whose answers you are willing to get. So here are some questions for that. What truly happens after death? मौत के बाद होता क्या है? How can the Atma transcend, go beyond the cycle of birth and death? It means how Atma can be free from the recycle of birth, death, birth, death. What is the ultimate purpose of human life? We all are born as human, but what is our purpose? Why we are born as human, or what are our duties being a human being? How does karma are deeds, if you remember, good deeds, good outcome, bad deeds, bad outcome. जैसा कर्म करेंगे वैसा फल मिलता है, that kind of concept. So how does karma affect our existence after death? So it is belief that अगर आप अच्छे कर्म करते हैं, if you pray to God, you believe in God, you are doing good deeds, आप स्वर्ग में जाएंगे. And if you're doing the bad deeds, you are indulged in bad karma, you are going to experience, extreme pain and suffering after death. It's not my opinion, it's just the general opinion within the society. लोग ऐसा कहते हैं. So, picking up those questions and notions from the society, मैंने कुछ questions put up किए हैं. Then, these questions, अब ये questions put up करने का purpose क्या? Of course, I want to know about. क्योंकि मैंने यहाँ पे खुद को नचिकेता imagine किया, that you are going to do. So, these questions aim to understand the deeper spiritual thoughts, spiritual related to the Atma, Brahman, the basic concept about existence, and highlighted Nachiketa's quest in the Katha Upanishad. So, Katha Upanishads are the sub-part of Vedas that narrates such kind of stories like was Nachiketa and Yama's conversation. So, for this question answer, we have discussed few questions and उनको पूछने का purpose क्या है? To know, to fulfill the quest of the spiritual life. Why humans are born, what is karma, and what exactly is the Atma and Brahma ka concept. Not Brahma, Brahman. In English, it is to be spelled as Brahma. Hindi में इसको ब्रह्मांड बोलते हैं, universe. So that is all about this question answer. Question number 2. Explain a few central ideas of Buddhism and briefly comment on them. तो हमें Buddhism के basic जो concepts हैं उनके बारे में discuss करना है. Then again we have to write some statements in the comment for that particular concepts. So Buddhism and Jainism, both of them believe in non-violence completely. So ahimsa is a common concept. Besides than that, there are some different also. So let's discuss them. तो पहला है हमारा ignorance. Ignorance and attachment are the root causes of human sufferings. How so? Ignorance, while knowing the fact कि हमें क्या करना चाहिए क्या नहीं, still we are ignoring that part. We are just trying to live our lives as the way we want to. तो हम सब कुछ जानते बूझते हुए भी अगर सही कर्म नहीं कर रहे हैं, we are not living our life purposefully, so that calls for ignorance and attachment. Attachment is the basic key of sufferings. How so? If you're attached to someone and they don't like you back in the way you are, तो भाई you are going to feel bad for that. अब आप किसी के साथ friends हैं एंड यू आर ट्राइंग कि आपका जो फ्रेंड है आपका बेस्ट फ्रेंड बन जाए, बट आपका जो बेस्ट फ्रेंड है वो एफर्ट्स डाल ही नहीं रहा है टू बी द बेस्ट फॉर यू. सो दिस इज गोइंग टू गिव पेन टू यू, ऑफ कोर्स इट्स गोइंग टू हर्ट. तो अटैचमेंट, this is the concept. So ignorance and attachment are the basic cause of suffering. So kindly don't ignore the thing that should be considered and kindly detach yourself. I can't say completely detach kar lo, abhi chote bacche ho, but still attachment is the cause of sufferings. Ahimsa originally meaning not to harm anyone with your words, with your actions. So originally meaning non-hurting, non-injuring. It advocates avoiding harm in thought, word and deed. By thoughts, in the thoughts also, you're not hurting anyone or you're not thinking about hurting anyone. So these are the three parts of ahimsa. Next concept is of inner discipline. Inner discipline is the one to be followed by your own without looking here and that anyone is watching you or not. So आपको कोई देखे ना देखे, you have to follow a disciplined life. आपको ये नहीं देखने का अच्छा मुझे कोई देख रहा है then I am going to be the best one. कोई नहीं देख रहा था अरे चल रहे तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं. No, it should not be there. If you are to live a disciplined life, it should be entirely disciplined. Inner discipline should be there. आपको खुद को देखना है. No matter the world is looking at you or not, so the thing that has to be done वो होना ही चाहिए. थोड़े डीपर बातें हैं, but I hope इतना मैंने उसको उलझा के नहीं प्रेजेंट किया है. So Buddha emphasized on inner discipline to achieve enlightenment. If you are going to live a disciplined life, likewise, just think about any goal. आपको कोई goal achieve करना है, you have to think about achieving that. आपको क्या क्या करना पड़ेगा, you have to plan a strategy. So the final goal is to achieve enlightenment, to reach God, to understand God, to reach the Atma Brahman का concept, whatever you consider related to this chapter. So उसके लिए you have to emphasize on the inner discipline. Next is of Sangha. Sangha, community of the Buddhist monks and nuns. Yes. So a community of monks जिनको कि भिक्षुस भी कहा जाता था and nuns, भिक्षुनीज, male and female, who dedicated their entire life in spreading of this religion or the school of thought Buddhism. So themselves to practicing and spreading his teachings. किसकी teachings भाई? गौतम बुद्धा की teachings. Then enlightenment, which Gautam Buddha got under the Bodhi tree. So achieved by overcoming. अब इन्होंने enlightenment achieve कैसे किया था? Ignorance and attachment, that we have already discussed. If you can learn ignorance and attachment, ignorance not for everything, but where it is necessary, and attachment to detach yourself from the worldly pleasure. Don't think कि मेरे पास इतना property है और I do own such and such things, so I am the luckiest person on the earth. No, the one who is near to God, the one who has understood the purpose of taking birth on the earth, धरती पर as a human being, birth लेने का जिनको purpose समझ में आ गया है, to live your life in discipline for the welfare of the other people. इट्स का मतलब कि जब आप दूसरों के दुख में दुखी होगे, दूसरों के दुख में सुखी होगे, दैट इज व्हाट इट मीन्स फॉर. अब हमें लिखना है इसका कमेंट. कमेंट, रिमेंबर क्वेश्चन का हमारा सेकंड पार्ट था. फर्स्ट हमने कॉन्सेप्ट डिस्कस किए, संघा, इग्नोरेंस, डिटैचमेंट, अहिंसा एंड ऑल दैट. नाउ वी हैव टू गिव द कमेंट फॉर दिस आंसर. So these ideas highlight the Buddha's practical approach to end suffering and ignorance, focusing on discipline, compassion and self-awareness. तो हमने कमेंट में उनके सारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स को, बुद्धा के सारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स को कंबाइन करके we have written a good statement that he emphasized on the self-disciplined life, the life filled with compassion, self-awareness, awareness about what is the purpose of your birth. That's it. Next question. Discuss in class the quotation of the Buddha. One quotation is given. Not by water one made pure. पानी से कोई भी प्योर नहीं होता, जितनी भी बाहर नहा लो. Until unless you are not pure from inside. Inside means from your thoughts, from your deeds, from your actions. So not by water one made pure, though many people may bathe या bath here to make sure that its meaning has been understood by all. So ये बुद्धा का quotation है and it is carrying quite a deeper meaning that I have already told you just now कि instead of taking baths multiple times or once or twice a day, and you think that by bathing your body you are getting pure from inner part. No, it's not going to happen. उसके लिए आपको pure thoughts रखने होंगे अपने mindset में. It means you are not trying to hurt anyone within your thoughts also. You are living your life in discipline. Again, सही concepts, वही concepts जो बुद्धा के हैं, वो follow करना ही is the particular, the sore essence of this answer. So quotation signifies that true purity lies in truth. What is truth? Inner discipline, then self-awareness, how to get enlightenment. वही सारी चीजें हैं. Dharma. Dharma here means your duties, not the religion, not in physical rituals, external acts like bathing in rivers. तो purity किस चीज में है? अपने truth में है. That you should live your life truthfully, do your duties, and not to get indulged in physical rituals. कोई फालतू के रीति रिवाजों में उलझना नहीं है. It emphasizes inner transformation. Inner transformation for not being aware to being aware of each and everything. यही हुआ transformation भाई, एक फेज से दूसरे फेज में. फेज है यहाँ पर, एक फेज में आप कुछ भी नहीं जानते about yourself, about the world. In another phase, you are almost known to each and everything. So, it emphasizes inner transformation and adherence to ethical principles over mere ceremonial practices. Again, the concept is same. Don't get indulged in the worldly practices. They are just for the fake show purpose. You should know the purpose of your life. That's it. So, again and again, we are discussing almost the same concept, but in the different context. Context, यहाँ पे कुछ और पूछा गया, quotation के through पूछा गया. अब भाई, quotation is of Buddha and Buddha has given a concept, so of course the concept is going to be entirely there within his comment या quotation also. Next question, explain a few central ideas of Jainism. अभी हमें Jainism के central ideas discuss करने, as we have discussed for Buddhism. So remember, one will remain same, that is ahimsa, but इसमें अनेकांतवाद भी आ जाता है, and there are some more. So ahimsa, the common one, not to harm anyone, neither in your thoughts nor with your words, of course, not with your actions as well. Anekantavad, it means there's not only one aspect of life, there are various aspects of your life and whatever path you have chosen. Likewise, the belief that truth has multiple aspects. Truth is not only we see, there are some other sides of the truth as well, जो कि reveal हमें ऐसे नहीं होते हैं. For that, we have to live a spiritual life to get the enlightenment. So that is the sole concept and cannot be fully described by any single statement. So anekantavad, not having one aspect, not having one part of the side. It is the multi-aspect and multitasking thing. Next is of aparigraha. Parityag kar dena, to leave or, not to possess anything, that kind of thing. Non-possession. Advocating detachment. आपको डिटैच होना है किन चीजों से? फ्रॉम मटीरियल पोजेशंस, ओइंग प्रॉपर्टी, ज्वेलरी, कार्स, बंगलोज, व्हाटएवर यू हैव टू डिस्पोजेस देम. आपको उनको छोड़ना है एंड यू हैव टू लिव द एंटायर वर्ल्डली मटीरियल लाइफ, और आपको भगवान के चरणों में अपनी सारी जिंदगी व्यतीत करनी है. दैट इज द हिंदी थॉट ऑफ दिस स्टेटमेंट. सो कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ अपरिग्रह इज नॉन पोजेशन, not to possess any worldly or materialistic thing. Come in for this. So Jainism teachings emphasize on ethical living, same as the Buddhism, respect for all forms of life, almost relating, but Jainism में इस पर ज़्यादा focus किया गया, and the pursuit of knowledge through multiple perspectives. अब परिग्रह से पहले जो हमने पढ़ा था अनेकांतवाद. So common thing within the central idea of Jainism and Buddhism is ahimsa. Other than that, Buddhism and Jainism do play their individual roles in any human life, those who are the followers of that school of thoughts. तो जैनिज्म मानने वाले अपरिग्रह को फॉलो करेंगे, अनेकांतवाद को फॉलो करेंगे. बुद्धिज्म मानने वाले अहिंसा के साथ साथ किसको फॉलो करेंगे? संघ को फॉलो करेंगे. एंड दे विल लर्न टू डिटैच, टू इग्नोर and various other concepts that we have discussed. Next question. Consider and discuss in class about एंड्रे बेटले who thought, उसका एक thought है, it's given on your page number 122 in the book. So Andre Betley, he is the one, actually he was the sociologist. Sociologist कौन होते हैं? The one who studies about the society, about how it was present earlier और अब वो किस stage पे पहुंच गई. So comparison, difference about the society. That is the task of sociologist. So he was a sociologist. हमें उनका जो thought दिया हुआ है on page number 122, we have to discuss that. So here is that. So he stated, so this is his thought, the thousands of castes and tribes on the Indian subcontinent. On the Indian subcontinent, there are multiple castes and tribal people. They have influenced each other in their religious beliefs, practices since the beginning of history and before. तो इनका स्टेटमेंट था कि इंडिया में इंडिजिनियसली सम कास्ट एंड ट्राइबल पीपल आर लिविंग नॉट फ्रॉम नाउ सिंस बिगिनिंग एंड दे हैव इन्फ्लुएंस्ड ईच अदर्स लाइफ religiously particularly, and of course their practices has been exchanged, that they have adopted ours and we have adopted theirs. तो ये होता ही है whenever two societies or two such kind of communities are living, and यहाँ तो हम more than two, we don't even have the count. उनकी बात करें तो of course when you come in contact with the other person, both of you are going to get influence and you will be an impact of each other. So same is the answer over here. Discussion. So this thought जो पेज नंबर 122 पे दिया हुआ है आपकी बुक में, it underscores the interconnectedness of Indian society. Indian society is completely interwoven, interconnected, where tribal and caste system have mutually on the basis of each other's mutual understanding, एक दूसरे को समझते हैं, influence cultural and religious practices of each other. Then it also highlights religious and cultural life के influence के अलावा भी it is highlighting one thing. What's that? Fluidity of Indian traditions and the role of exchange in shaping beliefs and practices. Fluidity, abundance, regular supply of cultural and religious practices that were present in the beginning of the Indian subcontinent और वो आज भी हैं. तो since beginning, how they are mutually taking care of each other's cultures, practices, religious practices. So this is the entire concept. Last question to be considered by, अगर last नहीं बोलेंगे, you are going to get bothered. So make a list of popular gods and goddesses in your region and the festivals they are associated with. So in whatever region you live, hardly matters over here, whether you are from Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, any part of India or any part of the world even, you have to just collect the information about the god and goddesses they are to be worshipped in your region, और उनसे रिलेटेड आपके यहाँ जो फेस्टिवल सेलिब्रेट होते हैं, जैसे कि मैंने कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स लिए हैं. लाइकवाइज आई हैव टेकन जगन्नाथ, जो कृष्ण भगवान जी के ही स्वरूप माने जाते हैं, फ्रॉम पुरी, ओडिशा. इफ यू रिमेंबर रथ यात्रा, I have already discussed during the chapter's discussion. Rath Yatra of Jagannath within the Puri of Odisha state is quite famous worldwide क्योंकि इसमें बहुत बड़ा chariot जो है खींचा जाता है by the lakhs of people. So it is associated with the Rath Yatra festival. Various forms of the mother goddesses celebrated across India. Likewise Durga festival है, इसमें particularly माँ दुर्गा की पूजा होती है. नवरात्रि में 9 माताओं की पूजा होती है. There are नवमी फिर सेलिब्रेट होती है. सो देर आर वेरियस religion and religious practices that are related to different goddesses. So one god and one goddess example we have taken and we have considered the answer also. Tribal deities की बात करें तो the sun and moon combinedly they are worshipped as Donio-Polo by the Arunachal Pradesh tribal people and Singbonga by the Mundas and Santhals. So we do have two tribal deities over here. एक तो combined sun and moon के power को address करते हैं Donio-Polo and one is Singbonga. So that was all about the god and goddesses ka list. I have made for 4. You can make for more than 4 as well. Next is, as a class activity, list 2 or 3 tribal groups. दो तो अभी हमने पढ़े, Mundas, Santhals, you can take Todas, Bhils, there are various. You can take up any 2 or 3 from your region or state, document some of their. अब हमें उनके art and belief system के बारे में बात करनी. Art they were quite fluent in whatever substances they used to make, जैसे कि वो वीविंग में एक्सपर्ट हो सकते हैं, पपट मेकिंग में हो सकते हैं, वीविंग में भी बास्केट वीविंग भी आ जाता है, देन क्लोथ वीविंग भी आता है. सो देयर आर वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ आर्ट्स. एंड वैल्यू या बिलीव्स की बात करें, सो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ बिलीव्स एंड प्रैक्टिसेस दे वर इंडल्ज इन. दे वर बिलीविंग इन नेचर कंप्लीटली. वो प्रकृति की पूजा करते थे. They do believe all the natural forms of the nature. They worship the sun as the god, the moon as the god, the rain as the god, the water as the god. तो हर एक चीज में, नेचर की हर एक चीज में they do figure it out कि ये भी भगवान ही है. So that was their belief system. Let's read out. So हमने टोडास को लिया है. They do reside in Nilgiri region of Tamil Nadu state. They worship peaks of Nilgiris. Nilgiris are the mountain ranges within South India, within the Tamil Nadu state. So उनकी पीक्स को वो रिलीजियसली वर्शिप करते थे. उनका बिलीफ था कि वहां पर गॉड्स गॉडेसेस रहते हैं. सो वी शुड नॉट बॉदर देम. सो दे नेवर ट्राई टू क्लाइंब दोज पीक्स ऑफ द नीलगिरीज. सो सेक्रेड अबोर्ड्स मीन्स होम ऑफ गॉड्स एंड गॉडेसेस. For Mundas and Santals living in eastern India, they worship Singbunga, a supreme deity, and hold nature sacred. They worship nature as a sacred one. Then Arunachal Pradesh के ट्राइबल लोगों की बात करें तो they do worship Donyo-Polo. Remember the sun and the moon god combinedly. They combine deity of the sun and the moon. They often include intricate carvings. Carvings, the design or somehow the structure constructed within the stone या लकड़ी के अंदर बना है. लकड़ी की मूर्तियां भी होती हैं, पत्थर की मूर्तियां भी होती हैं, and they are carved within the whole the. इफ पत्थर की बात कर रहे हैं तो हम बड़े से पत्थर में छोटी छोटी मूर्तियां बनी हो सकती हैं. लाइकवाइज विद इन द टेम्पल्स, साउथ इंडिया के टेम्पल्स में पर्टिकुलरली. एंड इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द वुड कार्विंग्स, तो लकड़ी की बड़ी सी पिलर के बीच में से स्टैचू निकल रही हैं. सो दैट काइंड ऑफ. एंड टेक्सटाइल्स रिफ्लेक्टिंग देयर बिलीव्स इन नेचर्स सेक्रेडनेस. तो हमने आर्ट की बात करनी थी. सो वी हैव डिस्कस अबाउट द कार्विंग्स एंड टेक्सटाइल्स. सो textile making is one of the art making process itself. Then true or false. This question will be comprising 3-4 parts. So हमको उनका reason properly discuss करके नहीं लिखना है. We just have to discuss. That's it. The Vedic hymns were written on palm leaf manuscripts. No. Palm leaf was not present. It was present prior to that. हम बात कर रहे हैं वैदिक हाइम्स की. वैदिक में 4 Vedas were written. So yes, they were not written on palm leaves. So answer will be false. Next question है हमारा. The Vedas are India's oldest text. Of course, they are the India's oldest text. Also one of the oldest texts of the world. So answer will be true. Next part. The Vedic statement Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti reflects a belief in the unity of cosmic power. So the statement is true enough. There is unity. Cosmic power means Brahmand की बात करें, universe का soul power. Next is Buddhism is older than Vedas. No, it is false. First, Veda school of thought was originated or developed. Then came Buddhism and Jainism simultaneously. So answer will be false. Next है हमारा Jainism emerged as a branch of Buddhism. Not at all. They were individually different, completely poles apart from each other, leaving either or terms जैसे कि अहिंसा का concept था. फिर है हमारा next. Both Buddhism and Jainism advocate for peaceful coexistence and avoidance of harm to all living things. True enough. इसमें ये दोनों की approach same थी. Tribal belief systems are limited to belief in spirits and minor deities नहीं था. Cosmic power में, universal power में उनका belief था. So statement will be false. So that's all for today's class of the discussion of questions from the backside of the chapter. मिलते हैं जल्दी next class में with the discussion of the inside the chapter questions. Till then, keep focusing on your studies. Take care. Bye bye.